when life becomes your teacher, not a teacher that punishes because something is bad or difficult or challenging, or you've got it wrong, nor a teacher that brings gifts and rewards when you get it right, but life as a teacher in the invitation of surrender. Surrender. Life is constantly, in all its aspects, however that is experienced by you, life as your inner experience of life is always calling you, inviting you into the deepest surrender to what is here in your inner experience. Then inner teacher and outer teacher become one. And that goes beyond the mind's knowing to a deeper knowing, the knowing from your innermost. The knowing from your innermost that always knows what is true. What is true for you. And that truth is an inner impulse that is like a guiding light in you. And that goes beyond what might appear to be right or wrong, spiritually correct, spiritually incorrect, enlightened or unenlightened, or any other dichotomy born from the mind's knowing or from external knowledge. It's an inner knowing, an inner guidance, an inner intelligence that is very organic, very natural, and allows, if you like, the cultivation of goodness and the cultivation of wildness. The cultivation of goodness in the sense that truth is always the impulse that moves you. The allegiance to what is true in you. The allegiance to the innermost truth, the innermost impulse, the tenderest impulse. Even if there is fear, even if there is doubt, even if there is confusion, even if there is difficulty. It's not about the external result or outcome, but the allegiance to that innermost, tenderest impulse to move in this way, and this way, and this way. Or to be still. And out of that stillness there will be movement. That's the cultivation of goodness. That's the cultivation of godness. That's the cultivation of wholeness and holiness in you. It's also the cultivation of wildness. Wildness in the sense of vastness, untamedness, because truth is untamable. Truth is uncontainable. It cannot be packaged, although there is the attempt to package it and then feed it back to us in the form of a package. Yeah? But it cannot be. So truth is wild. It doesn't conform to expectation. It doesn't conform to an imagined outcome. It doesn't conform to an agenda, not even our own agenda. It doesn't mean that it's messy. It doesn't mean that it's rebellious or rebellious in the sense of pushing against something. It's true rebelliousness. It's a rebellious spirit that will not be contained. Will not be contained by the mind's expectation, by the mind's conditioning, by the mind's push and pull. When you live with the inner marriage of goodness and wildness, you live as presence and openness. And as presence and openness, that is the marriage of illuminated mind and illuminated heart. So yes, the innermost always is primary. Listening to truth and moving from truth.